I suppose it makes the most sense for you to know the story of the person who is writing this book. I suppose that will add perspective to the man who you think you know from TV, the internet, or simply by hearing my voice. I honestly never imagined writing a book about myself would be so difficult, even though I have heard from many others that talking about ourselves is often the hardest thing to do. You see, it's easy to learn and educate yourself about something that you are interested in. You choose to learn and to have an opinion on things because they mean something to you. Yet your life is not something any of us get to choose. Well, at least not in the beginning. I wrote this book to give you context as to who I am. First and foremost, I am a Christian. I promise that once you hear my story, my full story, you will marvel as I do at the crazy ways God works and how everything makes sense in the end. I wrote this book not only to share my thoughts on politics, culture, and religion within our nation, I also wrote it to speak to the very people who can relate to it in their own way. Maybe that means you. We all have a past. This is mine. Caledonia, Mississippi. The beginning. Where to even start? Let me ask you this. What is your first memory as a child? I want you to think really hard. Do you have it? What is it? Is it a nice memory? Maybe a trip to the park or getting your favorite ice cream. Maybe it's a person comforting you or a time when you felt truly free without a care in the world. My very first memory is being lost. It's amazing how a 1,200 square foot house can seem so large when you are so very young. I couldn't find my parents anywhere in our house in Caledonia, Mississippi. So my first memory is of intense fear. I was terrified by their absence. I remember running, screaming, and banging on the neighbors' doors. Thankfully, the nice lady next door helped me find them. Turns out they had been in the laundry room the whole time. Fear was an uncommon feeling in my early childhood. That's probably why I remember it. But fear was going to become a big part of my life as I grew older. And that fear grew out of what my home life eventually would become. I want to begin by telling you where I'm from. I have a feeling that if you understand that, it will bring some clarity on why I feel the way I feel about so many things. Mississippi is an all right place to be born, my grandfather used to tell me, but you'll probably never want to visit. I never really understood what he meant until I got older. Mississippi was all I knew, and it was my home. I was born in Biloxi on the coastline of Mississippi, made famous by Hurricane Katrina. Very early on, my parents moved up to northeast Mississippi to a small town called Caledonia. There wasn't much in Caledonia then, and honestly, there still isn't. The population to this day is about 1,100 people within city limits. We have one flashing traffic light, and our claim to fame is that the late, great Elvis Presley was born 45 minutes north in Tupelo. I will say that they have really blown up over the past 30 years and have recently added a Dollar General as the main attraction for potential movers into the community.